So, hello. Welcome.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to ConaRikan Sunday stream. I am not Kona,
That's Star Chaser.
and that is Kona.
And this is a speedrun, practicing the speedrun of DynaMarisa 3D. This first mission can be a little tricky. Hardest to optimize. Okay, that went very well. Oh, Star Chaser has subscribed with Twitch Prime. Welcome to the stream, everyone. Nothing there I want. Okay. I love this one. Break 'em all! Oh, geez, that's a lot of them.
You can handle it.
Oh, easy. So, Star, it's been a little while since you've seen a DynaMarisa run, hasn't it?
Yes, it has. Have you changed anything?
A little bit. If I'm lucky, this particular mission, we will get 2 bits of dialogue before... I'll manage to take out all of the enemy before 2 dialogue cutscenes are supposed to play. Excuse me, you. I can't see what I'm doing. A lot of this is just making sure I get my positioning right. So for this particular mission, you noticed I ran over to basically right under the stairs after I took out that first batch of enemies. That's because the second wave... Oh hey, we're in the middle of the dialogue, of the first of the 2 dialogue cutscenes. Lovely. So this particular stage, it starts off, it spawns the one group of enemies in the back. I'm not too worried about that hat. Yes, I am. And then it'll spawn 2 new sets of enemies underneath both flights of the stairs. So I run over to one of the sides so that I can just immediately start taking out the second wave of enemies.
And that's what you're doing now, is running over to the set of stairs.
No, now I'm waiting for the dialogue to end.
Oh.
Yeah, this is... I call it the first dialogue cutscene, because it's dialogue that has to go through. There's 3 sets of dialogue that has to go. First is, at the very beginning, the break 'em all dialogue. Then it's a conversation as to, Marisa, why aren't you using your magic? And then that lasts a little bit. Yeah, a lot of this run, most of this run is just knowing where to have the character be at for the most effective way of defeating enemies. Like this stage, you just have to defeat I think it's the first wave of enemies. You can't, you'll never be able to get rid of all of the enemies, just because those three things up top are spawners. So for every wave of enemies you defeat, well, it just summons more. But this is the stage that introduces you to the spawners, and they don't actually allow you to blow up the spawners on this stage.
That must be left to other stages.
Basically, yes. I got that. So I am looking for a number of weapons. Just because the more... if I get some nice shiny new weapons, I'll be able to defeat the enemies faster, thus making it a shorter run. Now, if one is either effective or lucky, it is possible to take out all of these enemies before this bit of cutscene finishes. I've been missing too many shots. It's probably not happening. Yeah. Hey, I actually managed to get them all.
Huzzah!
Hey, we got a Punisher 15. That's just a straight upgrade to the shotgun we had been using. And it's probably going to be the weapon that carries us through the rest of the game. So,
Oh, it's nice to get that early.
oh yeah. Earliest I've ever gotten it has actually been stage 2. So getting it on stage 4, pretty darn lucky. I've also had entire runs where I didn't get a Punisher 15 at all. Which, yeah, it sucks. I'm gonna let this shotgun recharge. Okay, so for this particular stage, I'm supposed to be using the red spear on these fairies. A, because it actually takes them out faster. Or more consistently. But if they decide to get close, yeah, I'll shoot them with the shotgun. Like that. I'm not too concerned right now with the little guy, with the robots. They tend to get themselves blown up from hanging around the fairies. But I think I got all the fairies, so... Oi. You. Okay. I'm not used to my fairies actually being able to take out enemies.
Well, that should help you, right?
It does, somewhat. They're still not going to move from back there. There we go. This stage is a little annoying just because the table tends to have those robots climbing all over it, and it just becomes harder to shoot them. Also, PDF!
PDF! PDF! Yay!
Let's see, I think this is the one. I'm just gonna kind of shoot off into the air. If I hit something, great. If I don't, oh well. So now they introduce the... I call them... I tend to call them missile fairies. They shoot explosives that kind of, but not really, home in. They will hit their target. We'll put it that way. Biggest thing is just trying not to be hit by them. Oi, no, get back here. That recharge for a little bit. Just going to shoot things.
If it plays, shoot it. If it shoots you, shoot it.
I need those fairies to fly down here, because you can only look up so far. Come on, get down here. I have never seen the fairies stay up in the air that high for so long. There we go. I have never seen them stay up in the air that high for that long. That was new. And annoying.
But mission complete.
Huzzah! Okay, I'll grab that. Just... It doesn't do any more damage, but now our sniper rifle's bullets will pierce, and it shoots faster. It shoots significantly faster. There's not really a lot of positioning one can do on this stage, just kind of run around and shoot everything you can. I think there's like 2, maybe 3 waves of enemies that show up on this stage. It's it's not a hard stage, but it's just a little on the long side. Pretty much any stage where enemies just keep spawning in just tends to be a little long by definition. Hey, well done, allies. Okay, that is all of them done. I don't think I've ever completed this stage this quickly before. So now we just need to wait for dialogue again. And there's a lot of dialogue to get through. Okay, there was less dialogue than I was expecting. Still don't have a, I wonder if... Can I pull? Here's piercing bullets actually do damage through... I guess not. Okay. So there is actually a bit of a sound cue as to when the UFO spawner thingy opens up again. It can be very easy to miss it. Just gonna get my gun reloading here. Okay, and that's that stage down. Nice thing about the spawners, they will always drop items. They will always drop 4 items, I think it is. So, what do you think of the run so far, Star? Uh-oh, did we lose Star? Did we lose you, Star?
Oh, yes, I stepped out for a breath of fresh air. Sorry about that.
Not a problem. So, what do you think of the run so far, from what you've seen?
I like it.
Yeah.
How do you feel about it?
This one's actually going pretty good.
All right.
I haven't gotten my favorite new gun yet, but...
There's still time.
There is. Out of my way. Benefit of a piercing gun, piercing sniper rifle, is I don't have to worry about enemies blocking my shots with this thing.
Ooh.
Now, can I take out the last... Yes, the last spawner has been dealt with.
Yay!
Oh boy, my health is not looking so good.
You can fix that, right?
Oh yeah, that's what the mushrooms are for. Woo. There we go. Health's not doing too badly now. Yes. Right that way. So, since I am still trying to collect item boxes for one last gun, they are way far away. I think I shall let my allies deal with those fairies for a little bit here. I'm also looking for more hats. Because the hats also increase my maximum health. And there's a couple of missions that I'm gonna want a decent amount of health for. There we go. Okay, and that's that mission down.
Yay!
Huzzah! I'm only, what, 20-ish minutes in?
Ah, that sounds about right.
See if I can make it over there for some more items. Probably not. Let's see. Still haven't gotten... Okay, and now we have the space tanks introduced. I am wholly unconcerned with anything other than taking out these space tanks first. Because these things
The space tanks are your greatest threat.
They are. They are healthy, they are extremely dangerous and deadly. They are guaranteed to drop 3 items when they die. Unfortunately, when they die, they also explode, and seeing through explosions is a little difficult. But they're going down pretty easily. One space tank is not a problem. Multiple space tanks are. Wow, these fairies are just being kind. They're just staying right within range of the shotgun. Except for that one. That one did not want to experience a shotgun. Yet another big victory for today! To celebrate, we shall shoot a chair back. It went through a wall. I'm going to... Oop, that was a Punisher, not a Sculptor. Got my guns confused for a moment. Oh, this should be pretty easy. There's only one space tank and a small handful of enemies. What could possibly go wrong? And now we run away. because we are now surrounded by space tanks. We'll use hit and run tactics. You hit and we run. This is the first big gatekeeper of a speed run, because this mission can very easily destroy you. Especially when the game is very, very mean and does not give you any health. Star, you are unusually quiet tonight. Just not enjoying the game as much?
Oh, it's just been several sleepless nights, and it's all catching up with me.
Ah. My run isn't action-packed enough for you.
Oh, in spite of how action-packed your run is.
I have 30 hit points. $20 hit points. Right. In an effort to not die, I'm gonna use baby tactic. I'm going to stay way the heck back here and shoot them from a distance. It's not as fast as getting right up next to them and shooting with a shotgun, but
It works.
I should manage to not get myself killed.
That would be good.
That it would. Ow. Again, these things take quite a beating. Okay, one of them just got blown up. Yeah, if the best way this particular stage can go, the tanks actually drop health. Well, if you're lucky, they'll drop health, and then you can recharge on your health and just keep shooting them. Unfortunately, these guys were very mean and did not drop health until just now. That's another one down. I am still not getting close to him until... Okay. Phew. 13 hit points is not where you want to be at. They did not drop a lot of health. Whee! Did they give me anything decent out of that? Nope. I didn't even get anything nice out of it, any of that.
Aww.
And I still don't have my my new sniper rifle. Okay. Generally, what I try to do is go for... Because this stage is survive a certain number of waves of enemies. It is literally impossible to defeat all of the enemies on this stage. Because once you get down to a certain number of enemies, more enemies spawn in. And we want to have a certain... We need to defeat a certain number of enemies for the game to say, okay, yep, you can go on. This is one of the stages that I need to figure out the best positioning for, because sometimes it seems that you've got a decent position, a decent setup, and then other times it's like the enemies just go, "No, we want to do something else today." Okay, I think we should be at the point of... Yep, there we go. There's the end of mission dialogue. Get anything new? Nope. Darn. Okay, moving on. I still haven't gotten the new sniper rifle. I usually get it by now. This is unusual. Because as nice as this one is, it is not that accurate at extreme range. Which is what I kind of need it for, is to be accurate at extreme range. I do not want to have to fight the final boss with this thing. Well, the game seems pretty intent on giving me new weapons, so maybe we'll get lucky and we'll still get the The new sniper rifle. We'll find out. Okay, I need to be moving to the next area. Just fire off a whole bunch of shots. Okay, I'm just gonna kind of shoot as I walk backwards here for a little while. There we go. This mission has 3 waves of enemies, and they're pretty spread out, so the more you can move around while leading the last wave of enemies to the next wave of enemies, the better you're going to be. And now we have, I don't know, rocket fairies? They have homing rockets! As long as you keep moving, these rockets should never hit you. And I think Star fell asleep again. I shoot my shotgun at the night, so I can survive. Pew. 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 Okay. And next up is a boss. Huzzah.
Huzzah.
Hey, welcome back, Star.
Thank you so much.
Hey, we got the Gungnir.
Yay!
Oh, we got a shotgun with piercing bullets.
That's the baby.
Okay.
Uh-oh, Patroli.
Petroleum flames. That's a really, really big robot. Oh, wow, this thing shoots quickly. So, the safest place... Well, no. Technically speaking, the safest place to fight this thing is far away. But our most powerful gun is the shotgun. We can't hit it with the shotgun if it's far away. So we want this thing to stay right next to us as often as possible. Unfortunately, there is no way to keep this thing from running off on you. Just like that.
Yay!
No, that's not a yay. It ran away.
Boo.
Bad robot. And now it ran off as we were approaching it.
You really have it scared.
I guess. Yeah, there's no way to prevent it from running away on you. It's just... it does what it wants to do.
And I guess it really wants to run away.
I guess so. It jumping like that is annoying, but it's not too bad. I do
Could
not
be
have...
worse.
Could be a lot worse. I do not have nearly enough health. Oh dear. Hey, we took it down.
Huzzah!
Wow, it dropped almost nothing but health.
I sense a conspiracy here.
Oh look, we have another robot. No, we don't have to fight this thing. By the way, I have discovered, do you want to know how easy it is to fall under the world?
How easy?
Whee!
What's that in the sky?
That, spoilers, is the final boss!
Already?
Oh, this is a cutscene. You're not going to be able to do anything during this. Hey, we've defeated the evil Patroli! Victory is ours! I guess. PDF! PDF!
PDF! PDF!
And now it's going to shoot at us. This is how the final boss attacks, by the way. So, this is how easy it is to avoid the final boss's attacks. I'm holding one button.
And you're running away?
Oh, you can't shoot it. Well, you can shoot it, it just doesn't do anything. Whee! Oh, hello. So as soon as Ramelia appears, the evil space station patrollee changes target, and it just starts shooting primarily Remelia over there. We don't need that thing. So this is what I like to think of as the back half of the run. The first half of the game is getting to running up and defeating Patrolli. At this point, what Patrolli created has kind of gone rogue. So, the back half of the game is discovering we can't actually leave, and then finishing off destroying the space station patrollee. There's a couple of enemies still over there? What? No, get back here. Back here, you guys. Well, this is unusual.
This has never happened before?
Actually, yes. It hasn't. Which is very unfortunate, because that completely ruined the positioning that I've been talking about. So the enemies spawn behind you like that. And then, although you do have some enemies that spawn up here, there are a couple of space tanks down on the lower level here. And by the time you finish off the space tanks, the enemies that are up top will have come down to join you down here. But since I had to run all the way back to the door up there, yeah, positioning was completely ruined.
You're going to salvage what you can, though, right?
Yeah, might as well. I mean, we've been going for, what, almost an hour? It'd be kind of a shame to just throw it away now. So we got another space tank over here that's kind of trapped on the stairs. So we're going to come over and give him a hand. Or more accurately, shoot him with some knives.
Don't worry, we'll get you free.
There we go. He feels a lot better now.
Nothing to it.
So, a shotgun with piercing bullets is... first off, it's rare. Piercing is not a very common attribute for a gun. As far as I am aware, piercing bullets do full damage to everything that it pierces through. And when you're facing just giant waves of enemies, I think you can see why having piercing bullets is just absolutely amazing. Okay, and with that, we are actually done with this stage. Yes, we do have another wave of enemies that have shown up, but by the time you defeat, like, one or two of them, you get the dialogue that leads to the end of the stage. So at this point, I am less concerned with getting weapon boxes, as I am getting hats. Because I do not have nearly the health that I'm going to need for a mission coming up.
Hats! More hats!
All of the hats! Oh, wow. It feels so good to just cleave a path through these enemies. So this is this particular gun, the Sculptor First. It's technically it is a weaker gun than the Punisher series. If you go by the number of bullets and the damage per bullet.
Okay.
But it has two aspects of it that make it so much more powerful. And not even just going off of the piercing bullets thing, because any gun can wind up the piercing bullets. The Punisher series shoots more bullets, but they're more spread out. That was not the direction I intended to roll in. Whoops. The Punisher series also tends to be more have more tends to fire slower, relatively. The Sculptor series, which is what I've got here, it's got double the magazine size, fires significantly faster. The bullets fly faster, and it's a tighter grouping on the bullets. So you can actually shoot enemies out of the sky with this gun and expect almost all of your bullets to hit them. Punisher 15 is kind of a spray and pray approach.
A big shotgun.
A widespread. Kind of, I guess a blunderbuss, as opposed to really a hunting shotgun. Wow, that is a lot of weapon boxes. My goodness.
But it's hats that you want.
It is hats that I want. I will still... Oh, yes. No, wait, that was not a Gungnir. Never mind. That was a Red Spear custom. I would like to see if I can find a new Test Spear Gungnir. The one we have right now is just a standard Gungnir. It is possible to get, well, any of the weapons really, with some kind of augment on it to increase its capabilities. So if we could get a Test Spear Gungnir that, say, recharges faster, or shoots a burst of 2 bullets at once, which would be absolutely amazing, because then it would destroy these spawners in one go. Oh, and our tower just fell.
You jumped off just in time.
I didn't jump off. As soon as it broke, it loses collision. Did I miss again? Hit it. Thank you. No, I am not concerned about shooting anything on the ground here. These spawners are just going to keep, well, spawning things. And there's not really much point in shooting anything until all the spawners are destroyed. Okay, get into a decent position and pew. Ah, almost. Okay, and now we pull out the shotgun and start mowing things down. This shotgun is incredibly powerful. So all of those spawners that we just shot down do drop items like hats.
Okay.
But it would take an incredibly long time to go grab the hats while still trying to deal with all of these enemies. It really isn't worth going around to hopefully... Because they aren't guaranteed to drop hats, they're just guaranteed to drop items. And items can be a small mushroom, a big mushroom, a weapon box, or a hat. And since this is a speedrun, just trying to get rid of all of the enemies is going to be... like, that's primarily this stage, is going around and mopping up the last of the enemies. So there's one enemy over this way that I'm going to go see if I get an eye on. And hopefully it'll bring the enemies in behind me closer. Just get some of that terrain out of the way. That enemy is... there. Yeah, that enemy wasn't going to be getting up to us anytime soon.
Now for the rest of them.
Indeed. Okay, that takes care of that one. Who actually did come up to say hi. Takes care of that guy. Yeah, there are just so many enemies that they just get stuck on the terrain. It's kind of silly. Let's see. Can I get to... I don't think I'm going to get to anything else. Oh well. Okay, and now we have the second boss of the game. Gundam Mark II. And I just shot between its legs. Go me. So this boss honestly is a little bit easier than the first boss. Although more of what this boss does causes explosions that knock you down, this guy is so inaccurate. I haven't gotten hit by anything yet. It looks like I should have taken some damage, but no, I haven't been hit by anything with this guy yet. The most dangerous thing this guy can do is step on me. Like that. So, yeah, this is actually kind of a nice, light, easy fight for me. He's just... Oh, I actually got hit by a missile. Okay. Amazingly, you can actually see the reflection in its boots move. Oh, that was a lot of hats. That was so many hats.
Yay, hats!
Yay, hats!
And now...
this run has been going very, very well. I'm going to take a safety save. This game has been known to crash. Oh, and this is the longest stage in the game. Technically, it's the tallest stage in the game, but this one is just long.
So sit back, relax, put your feet up, grab your favorite beverage.
Yeah, we're basically just going to stand here and shoot bugs off of a tower. Off of a wall. That is literally...
Kind of like shooting fish in a barrel.
Kinda, yeah. Dang it, I missed. Marisa just told the fairies that she's tasty. So those...
So many of them, you can't help but hit them.
Yup. Which is part of why the shotgun is so good. It's when they're right on top of you, you're not going to be missing with many of your bullets, if any. So the way... This is the only time in the game, by the way, where you'll encounter this particular map. Which is admittedly kind of a shame. It's basically just, you've got this giant spiral staircase with the tower there in the center. Hello. Oi. How rude. Unfortunately for this stage, all the enemy does, they spawn up at the top of the spire, and your initial reaction to the stage is, oh, maybe they want me to go down the stairs. Well, no, that just makes the whole thing longer, because then the enemy has to climb down to get to you. You just stay up at the top where they spawn in, and you're good.
Is there a limit to the number of waves of spiders that'll be coming in?
Yes, this is the final wave of Pachycomas, as we call them. There we go. And then for all of the wonderful items, well, they all fell down right here. So many hats, I love it. And now for what is probably the most controversial stage. Because this is the first one where we shoot the librarian. It is very crucial that you shoot the librarian. Otherwise, the librarian will shoot you. In the back, usually.
You shot the librarian.
Well, if I don't, she's going to shoot me with a rocket launcher. I've had that happen so many times. Okay, there we go. And now we have some space tanks. Hey, we got some hats out of it. Okay, so we just run around and completely ignore the, Oi. I said completely ignore the Pachycomas on the ground here. Since we've got the wonderful piercing shots, we can ensure we always hit the space tank. That was a lot of mayhem, and I could not see a blessed thing for that.
Well, neither could we.
You got shoved up into the air. I appreciate you coming back down, though. Okay. Now we just have a little bit of cleanup to do. You out. Yeah, sure, I'll grab that. Why not? Recharge my gun. Take him out. Take you out. Pew. Okay, now just run around and pick up items. Yeah, we have, I think, a total of 3 stages with the librarian. And we will be shooting her every single time.
Librarian.
Labyrinth. If you don't take out the librarian on your first shot, she will shoot you back, by the way. She does not appreciate being shot. So this is the mission that you really, really want a piercing weapon for. Because the enemy, they can't help but line up. You're in a hallway. This is probably going to be the fastest I've gotten through one of these stages, by the way. Through this particular stage. And it's all because of the freaking piercing. It's amazing. So at this point, just need to make sure there really aren't any enemies that get left behind. And we're just going to move on forward through the stage. I don't need you to be there. I need you. And now we have more of them.
So you can get more drops.
Yup. And again, they're all stuck in the hallway, so you just wind up exploding a lot of them every time you fire off your gun with a piercing gun. The downside is, although they line up nicely for you, you don't have any way to get away from them. Which can make this mission more than a little annoying. Pew pew. These red guys just have so much health. It's more than a little annoying. Then is it down here I want to be? Yeah, that works. Then they put well, not just more of them. I thought they had space tanks on this stage. That must be the next stage. And there we go. We can fire it in. It is very important you do not stand still. If you stand still, you will be knocked down by these guys. Being knocked down is pretty painful. Especially for a speedrun, because then it's just, you just have to sit there until Marisa gets up again.
Get up, get up, get up, get up!
Wait, don't run away. That's rude.
There's just so many of them!
Yeah, we're down to only 3 now. And they're down.
Yay!
Huzzah! On to the next stage! Subterranean net. And again, first thing we do, we turn around, shoot the Well, I was going to say shoot the librarian, and then I missed. Shoot the librarian! Is she down? Nope. Shoot the librarian! I think the librarian took herself out.
That's okay, you'll take it.
I will. I just kind of got in there and spun around a little bit. There's one more enemy back there. Oh, it was fighting the, it was fighting the librarian. The librarian's still alive back there. That's...
Uh-oh.
Well, as long as she doesn't bother us, we'll be okay. Just waiting for my weapons to recharge. Okay, now we move on to the next set of enemies. We've got a little bit of a run for this.
Oh no, here they come!
Well, they've got a group of allied fairies in here that they kind of have to They're trying to deal with the allied fairies first. And again, a shotgun with piercing bullets just lays waste to these things. .500 hit point. That... that is not a lot.
Have you been missing hats?
No, they just haven't been dropping. Also, look you.
Pew pew.
No, the librarian, her quote unquote catchphrase is look you. And now we have space tanks in a confined area. And the best way to deal with them is to just run past them and just shoot them. Hey, I got some more hats. You were a lot closer than I expected you to be there, buddy. Okay, so it looks like we've got some enemies that decided to go after our allies who are way back that way. So we have to go track them down. There they are. There we go. That still felt pretty fast. And that's the last mission we have with the librarian. For
Yay!
a
Yay!
while. Huzzah! Now we don't have to shoot the librarian anymore.
And she thanks you for that.
Mm-hmm. Also, this is the most dangerous mission in the game. Because you now have to fight both of the giant Gundam robots side by side. This sucks.
You can do it.
I don't know if I'll be able to, because I only have 600 maximum hit points. And the only health restoring I will get is if one of these things decides to drop health. And that is not a guarantee. Oh, he's jumping. No, you get back here. The entire strategy here is take out the one with the drill. As I'm just getting stepped on left, right, and center. Hey! The drill has been taken out.
Huzzah!
And then I got stepped on as I was going to go collect some health. Yay, they did drop health.
Huzzah!
Huzzah indeed. And now we can just focus all our attention on the explosive one. This one's not too bad. That was me being an idiot and not running away.
Why didn't you run away?
I wanted to get in some more damage. Do-do-do-do-do. Okay, he's going to stand still and just shoot missiles for a little while. Means we can get more damage in. Assuming we didn't get caught by that missile. Really? You're just going to keep jumping? Oops. Okay, well, let's chase him down. This guy should be just about finished.
If he'd just give you a chance to finish him off.
There we go. Okay, and at this point, I'm not really too concerned with any drops that any enemies give. I managed to survive. This is the one mission that I want the hats, all the extra health for. The final boss, I don't really need all that much health for. So, on we go.
To the final boss!
4 stages to go. So this particular stage is rather interesting. The game says, yeah, this is a new enemy. Don't draw the attention of more than, one group of them at a time. So what are we going to do? Draw the attention of absolutely every one of them. And then we're going to focus on shooting him. Let's see. Do I have... You don't seem to be paying any attention to me yet. There we go. Now we got your attention.
Is that all of them?
Not quite yet. We got, looks like, 2-ish more groups. Now, if I could just hit something. Of course, if any of them, get close, like this one, yeah, I'm going to switch to the shotgun and shoot him down. Missed again. There we go. That got their attention. So once you shoot down something like 4 or 5 of these guys, you get some backup. Remelia and Sakuya come back, and they bring Flandra, who's equipped with an anti-flying gun.
So you have to prove that you don't need them before they come to help.
Pretty much. So I've only got, what's that, about 7? 6? 5? Three. Helps if I don't miss my shots. 2. 1 left. There we go.
Huzzah!
Huzzah indeed. Just because I don't need the hats doesn't mean I'm not going to collect them if I don't have anything else to do. If you're waiting for mission complete, you might as well collect things. Okay. Library massing. This is kind of a, we're going to throw absolutely everything at you mission.
See if you've been paying attention up until this point.
Kind of. So we've got space tanks, we've got spawners, we've got fairies of all sorts. So, amusingly, the spawners are priority number 1. Space tanks are priority number 2. But because you can't shoot the spawners all the time, you're probably going to take out the space tanks first. Oi! Out of my way, guys. Coming through, coming through. That fence post got in my way. Okay, that's the first one down. Recharge the Gungnir. Number 2 down. Now I'm just gonna clear out a bit of enemies here, if I can.
Give you some room to work with.
That's the idea. My allies are right next to me, though. Darn it, and I missed a cycle of the spawners. Because I was just in the middle of all of the craziness. There we go. Okay. Let's see about taking down these space tanks now. And grabbing some health.
After all, health is good.
It is certainly useful. This one. And now that one. Okay, that's the last space tank down. Health is...
Huzzah!
Huzzah indeed! Health is back to being pretty decent. So, now we just have... Actually, I think we just have the majority of the flying units left to deal with.
Piece of cake.
Well, it would be if I could actually aim. I'm just not having much luck with the aiming today. Just a few more left. We got 4 of them left. Three of them. 2 of them.
2 of them.
Whee! That rocket missile thing almost hit me in the face. There we go.
Huzzah!
The enemy force has been destroyed. Well, in this area, at least. Ooh. Okay. Yep. Gonna grab that. It's a Tespir Gungnir with that recharges faster. Also, I'd like to point out we currently have 666 max health.
But you have a plan for dealing with that.
Yeah, I'm going to leave it be, because I think that's kind of hilarious. We are at a vampire's mansion, after all. Okay, so this stage is... It's meant to be the final grand endurance test. So you've got... Literally everything is going to be thrown at you. You've got the space tanks. You've got spawners that'll be coming in on the second wave. You've got the what I refer to as the Sonics that just roll around and knock you down. You got all kinds of Pachikomas, all kinds of fairies. The only thing you're missing are the bosses. Thank heavens for that. So, the first thing I need to do is take out the space tanks. I feel we need another name for these things. I just haven't come up with a good one yet. Like, the spawners I call UFOs, because they're UFOs. We've got the Sonics, because they're fast and they like to roll around. What should we call the space tanks?
Skull towers.
Skull towers?
Don't they look like skulls?
I don't particularly think so.
Oh. Tripods?
They've got 4 legs.
The towers with no names.
The nameless?
Sure, why not?
Okay. There's our allies actually doing some good. And I just shot a fairy up the dress. Okay, so now we've got spawners. And these spawners pretty much just stay open, I think. Also, there were the Golden Sonics, the Super Sonics. That just rolled me over. And I'm pretty much just going to stay up here for a little bit. Trying to deal with these things. I intended to roll, not to jump. Okay, that's one of the supersonics down. Didn't drop me any health, though. You didn't drop me any health either. Health's not looking too good. Oh good, that supersonic just dropped me some health. A lot of health.
Now put it to good use.
Oh yeah, we're going to be able to finish the stage now. Also, I think my allies are in the floor. Yep, my allies are in the floor. Again.
How do you get them out?
Well, one of them managed to roll out. I have no idea how you get in there. Hey, two of my allies are out. All my allies managed to get free.
You just needed to come to rescue them.
I just needed to get into a position where they could roll out of the angles. There we go. So, normally there's supposed to be so many enemies that your allies wind up dying on this stage. And now we have the final boss.
The final boss. Dum, 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 dum.
Normally what the game expects you to do is to shoot down these arms so that it doesn't... I think I need to shoot at least one of them down. I think I need to shoot at least one of those arms down, and then I can... Yeah. One of those arms needs to be blown up, and then you can start shooting the big red shiny button in the middle. But this particular phase of the boss isn't going to end until you blow up, essentially, the big red shiny button. Also, that wonderful shotgun we've been using for most of the game, absolutely useless. Because yep, the boss is never going to be close enough for us to be able to use the shotgun on it.
So what are you using?
I am using the Gungnir. And now we have the second stage, where we have to shoot the eyes. Big red shiny eyes. Now remember, our allies are supposed to have died in the last stage. But this is TouHou. Nobody ever actually dies in TouHou.
Ah, the eyes!
Captain! We're not defeated! I'm still alive! Allied reinforcements! The librarian is back! Don't ask me how, she just is. All of the other allies, Sakuya, Vermilia, even Flandra, they're all back. So, I'm just waiting for this thing to spin around so that I can shoot its eyes again. It spins around faster than you can circle around it, so... And it's down. The enemy has fallen! It's over! For real this time!
It seems so hard to believe.
If we hadn't gotten that piercing shotgun, this would have been a much longer run. As it stands, time. I usually go by in-game time, though. Which they show at the end of these wonderful credits. That you cannot skip. But, huzzah! Everybody survived!
Huzzah!
Unfortunately, the mansion is, completely in ruins. Look you! Remember, this is the mansion of the vampire. The vampire no longer has a place to sleep out of the sunlight, so she's got a little bit of trouble coming up. The maid expects all this mess to be cleaned up by dawn. Final time was 1 hour, 54 minutes. And we receive the Rainbow 1.
Yay?
I'll just show off the Rainbow 1 here. It's, it's a thing. It shoots out a lot of bullets from the little firing bits. It's got a really long reload time, though. So if we set it up, say, like that, and then a little bit of that, get some cross going. And if it's not for that one enemy way down there, this would already been over. Yeah, it's a shame you don't get this gun until after you complete... Because you have to complete every stage at the difficulty level that you beat the final stage on before you're given the stage-specific weapon. But that was a run. That was actually a pretty good run of DynaMarisa 3D. I'm going to go ahead and call the stream here. Have been going for about 2 hours. I hope everyone has a wonderful rest of the week. And take care, everyone.
Thanks for coming.